Good morning, y'all. It's early. I'm going to send out a telegram just in case anybody else is up, and then we're going to roll. So I hope y'all are having a good morning. It's early. I don't normally go live. I don't think I've ever gone live this early, y'all. Hey, Tammy. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let me post. I'm live over here, and we're gonna go. Oh no, I hope Facebook ain't gonna be Yankee. I had to be up for something early. Hold on. If I knock you off, y'all come back. I'm gonna try and delete that other alarm right quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Yay, it worked. All right, I just needed to go ahead and turn that other one off because I'm up. I'm awake. Hey, Marcia, how are you doing? Welcome, Ann. Okay, let me write. I'm live, and then I am live. I know I'm on early. That's what I was saying a minute ago. I don't think I have ever been on this early before, ever. Hey, Darlene. I do not, but I got some stuff I got to do today. And I said, you know what? I got all these things that I need to get painted that I haven't got painted. And so I said, I'm going to go and paint some of that stuff. And why not bring my friends along with me, right? So, what's everybody got planned for today? Friday! Yay! It's Fun Friday. That's what we're going to call it. I'm going to use one of these. Fun Friday. But I think this is a little frame that's going to hold some of the little tiles. I think I'm going to just paint it black. When I do things black, I think it goes with more of the tiles that I use. But you can paint it any color. Hey, Sandy Rogers, how are you doing this morning, my friend? Welcome in. Okay, this is the stand, and these are our pieces. So let's get the painting. I am, like I say, I had to get up. I woke up this morning. I wanted something to drink. And Mr. White had not left for work. So I stayed up and talked to him for a little bit. And then I went and laid back down, and I laid there, and I kept thinking about all the things that I had to do. And next week's going to be a busy week, so I'm going to just be pressed for time. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and get up and get that stuff done. Do y'all ever do that? Just wake up and be like... So that's what we're doing. Like I say, it's nothing wonderful. I started to do something with clay. But maybe if we finish with this and it's not too late, instead of doing that other thing, I will. Because I do want to try something with some air dry clay that I saw online. And maybe we'll do our fabulous or flop Friday early. Oh, I am good. Like I say, I'm going to be tired tonight, but I'm good now. Hey, I like getting up early though. Once I'm up. It's the getting up parts that's the hard thing, but once I'm up, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I like getting the day started and everything, but I want to get my stuff done. Y'all have big hot plans for the weekend? Did y'all see my live last night? It was not. I didn't craft. We were heading home from Cracker Barrel, y'all. And I decided that I would go live while Mr. White was getting fuel at the service station. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to just go live because I haven't been live. And, you know, Mr. Book gets mad at us if we don't go live every day. But then he yanks us all around with our lives. It don't make sense. It's all right. We just keep trying, right? Keep on keeping on. We don't have any hot plans for the weekend. Hey, Miss Peggy, how are you doing? Good morning. And welcome in. We are just crafting with Karen in her pajamas. This shirt's just a wee bit big. Oh my goodness. I was like, you know, I got dressed and put on some makeup for y'all. I'm gonna scare you. Well, I didn't get dressed. Well, I'm dressed, but I didn't get dressed up. Let's just say. Oh my. But now I said, well, I don't know who will be up, but we'll see. But I'm glad y'all are on. Like I say, I just got a few things that I needed to paint, but after we do this, we'll do a little clay project. Good morning, the grands are coming. Becky loves crafting, so we'll find something to work on. Oh yeah. Well, that'll be fun. Crafting with the grandbabies. Those are memories they won't ever forget. Not ever. All those little moments that you spend. When Blake was little, I used to let him cook with me at the counter. He would stand in a chair, and I would tell him the stuff that I needed. And he was so smart, y'all. He was a little bitty thing, and he would measure stuff out for me. It was so sweet. But you know what? Those are memories that he has, that he still remembers cooking in the kitchen. So, all right, so we got that one. Let's, instead of keep pulling it up, let's see if we can get this loose from this. Maybe not. Hey, Lacey, how are you doing this morning? I hope everybody has a good Friday. Some of y'all may be getting ready to go to work, or some of you may be just getting, well, that didn't even stick. And here I'm trying to pull this one off. It might be starting early this morning, y'all. Oh, your grand slept at 5:30 this morning. Oh, my goodness gracious. Early birds. Do you keep them at night, Darlene? But no, what I was saying is I want to make a little ghost out of air dry clay. And I don't know what I did with the clay the other day when I used it. Y'all, I got a mess in here again. I'm just saying, it's a mess. Y'all know at the beginning of the year I did so good and I cleaned it all up, and yeah. Well, I keep saying I'm going to get rid of this desk that I've got. I got a desk and I never sit at it because I can't get to it. So I could actually use the room, and I've never used the desk. It's just there for decoration, I guess. I don't know. You're just making your coffee. It's raining. Peggy, where are you at that it's raining? What state are you in? I'm in South Carolina, and man, I'm going to tell you what, we have had some rain. Whew. Not last night, not before last. It rained and lightning. Oh my goodness. Hey, Just Simply Crafting, how are you doing? But it rained really, really hard here. So I was glad when we need the rain so bad, though. I hate to complain about it, but Mother Nature just needs to understand we need this a little bit at a time, not all in one night. Don't send me 3 inches in one night. But don't y'all love it when it rains in the evenings versus raining during the day? It could rain every single night and I would not care. But just don't rain all day. Let's have the days and not rain the night. Miss Peggy in Ontario, Canada. Well, welcome in. I've got lots of friends in Canada. I'm glad you're here. We love all of our friends. Well, hey, Miss Amanda, you're on your way to school. See, I came on just to keep you company, girl. I came on just to see you and see you to work. Well, like I say, this is just a little frame that I'm painting that the little tiles go in. I'll show you how it looks. And then we're going to make a ghost out of air dry clay, I think. Yeah, I got a little bit. I need a styrofoam ball to do it, though. So I think I got one right over there. I think I'm looking at it. We'll see. Y'all, my number's gone down again. $50 for 73,000 people. I think last night or yesterday it was 83, wasn't it? It started out like 100 and something. Now we're down to, man, they're really doing me wrong here. Want all my money for less. I'm not doing it. Hey, Miss Gail, good morning. And if I've already said hey to y'all, then just forgive me because it's early. It's too early in the morning. All right, and this is the little frame that the little piece sits in. And I got this, and there's, well, there was a little bow. I don't see the little bow. Did I leave it in the bag? I have to find the bow. There's a little, I don't think I'm going to use the bow, though. I didn't like the bow. And I don't know that I'll stick this on. What I want to, this is going to be like a little arched frame. And I don't want to have it to where I have to use this every single time. So what I might do is just put a little Velcro tab on that and do it like that. Oh, Debbie, I just thought of something when you wrote that. I forgot to send you that message. And, oh, I'm so sorry. Whew. Girl, there's been a lot going on around here. I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. Good morning, Miss Lisa. How are you? Well, what do they say about us early birds? The early bird catches the worm. I don't want one. Oh, my. So, who in here drinks coffee and who don't? I don't. I'm going to have to get a drink of that in a minute. You've been busy. I have. It has been a little crazy around here. Last little bit. Busy, busy bee. Yeah, I don't have this one on the website yet, and I'm going to try and get it on. It'll probably be this afternoon before I get it on, but yeah, it'll be, I'll mark it the 20% off like I do everything else. It will be. Just through midnight tomorrow. All right, so this one has a little stand, but I'll be honest with y'all, most of the time when I set stuff, I just, you can't see the backs of my things. So I probably will not, I'm just tell you, I'm not going to paint the back of it. So, you can, I just don't. You don't drink coffee? Diet Coke for you. Me too, Debbie. I can't do coffee. Coffee makes my stomach hurt. I don't know. I can drink that stuff. It's so bitter. Y'all, I decided I was gonna drink coffee. I was gonna learn to like it. That didn't go so well. But I tried it and it looked like milk, chocolate milk versus coffee. I had so much creamer. And I tried all flavors, and every single bit of it is so bitter. And I probably put a cup of sugar. Wesley said I wasn't drinking coffee anymore. He says, I don't know what you call that. He says, it's not even chocolate milk. He said, that's not coffee, though. I'm like, he drinks his black. I'm like, ooh, I don't know how you stand that bitter stuff. But I think it's just, everybody's got different taste buds. So that for all y'all that love coffee, I love to smell it. I just don't like the taste of it. And the ones that have the flavors, oh man, I love it. I remember when I used to work for Weight Watchers, every Christmas I would always do like some little special something. And I would always carry in a coffee pot and brew coffee. And after everybody did their check-in, they could have a cup of coffee or a water or whatever. And I would always buy like a seasonal coffee to have. And oh man, they smelled so good. And I thought, man, if that was a pastry or something, I would tear that thing up. Right here, Weight Watchers. Oh, but it was not, and I don't drink your coffee, so I had to leave that stuff be, but it smelled so good. One year I had one that was like a chocolate blend. Oh, man, that one was the best. But, wouldn't that be something? Carry the donuts up into the Weight Watcher meeting. Not. Oh, man. I know I had a lady one time. I'm still friends with her, too. But she, her little boy, he was such a sweet little child. He came in with her one morning. And she told me, she said, I'm so sorry I had to bring him. My husband went hunting. I said, no, you're fine. And she's like, well, I stopped and got him something to eat. Well, I guess it was afternoon because she said, I stopped and got him something to eat. I said, okay, no problem. Not thinking what she got him to eat. And I started smelling something that smelled delightful. And everybody in the workshop, you could see them looking around, you know. She stopped and got the child McDonald's. He's in the back of the room eating French fries. I'm thinking, I walked by there. I told her, I said, look, girl, he's fixing to get mobbed if you don't get him out here with them French fries. She says, oh, no, y'all, I'm so sorry. We were all laughing about it. Nobody was going to hurt him, but we were just laughing about it. It was funny. But we all cued into the fact that he had French fries. That was for sure. Oh, my. We had so much fun in those workshops. It was a blast. Oh, me. All right, I'm going to just pick up a little bit of the yellow. Lighten up some of the leaves while it's still wet. Well, good morning, Miss Deanne. How are you doing? I hope you are having a good morning. Y'all early birds. But I appreciate y'all being early birds. That way I don't have to sit on here by myself. We got 7 early birds. I think we had 11 a minute ago. People probably having to queue out and go to work. So, but I'm glad if you just got a few minutes. Today's lesson, willpower. Today's lesson is don't hurt little children get their French fries. Oh, what are you doing on before 7 o'clock, Karen? I don't know. I told them when I came on earlier, this is the earliest I've ever been live. I've never been on this early, ever. So, I don't know. Maybe this might be a thing to come. What do y'all think? Let's see. Driving to work with Karen. How about that? I don't know. I don't know if that'd be a good thing. I might preoccupy y'all too much. All right, y'all. I got to have a drink of my drink. I don't want to get choked. I was talking to Wesley on the phone the other afternoon on his way home. And y'all, I took a drink of my drink. I got choked. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was going to die. I was going, and he said, are you okay? And I got to coughing. I finally got my breath. I told him, I said, I'm about to choke to death over here. He said, what are you doing? I said, it went down the wrong way. Y'all ever do that? Oh, I hate it. Good morning, Carol Frost. How are you doing? Welcome in. All right, let's find the big brush. I wish I hadn't used that other one on that. Let's see what this one looks like. I like that better. It's flimsier. You've been crafting since 4 a.m. Good grief. Well, I didn't realize you were up. Well, I'm glad you are. You can come keep us company. You couldn't sleep anyway. Well, I'm so sorry. Well, I had to get up early. Well, I've set my clock for 6:30. It's already gone off for y'all. And then I set another one for 7 because I got to get up and do something this morning. So I was like, I don't want to sleep in. I want to go ahead and get up and get moving. And so I was like, when Wesley left, I couldn't go back to sleep. I said, well, I'm just going to get up. And I do get up a lot of mornings. I just don't normally go live. But maybe I might start, since I know some of y'all are awake. Even if it's just a few of us up. But I knew I wouldn't be going live this afternoon. And I didn't go live yesterday. And I am sorry about that. I had planned on being live at 1 o'clock because I was in a group. But I had to take a call, so I couldn't do both things at the same time. So the call was posted. I thought it was going to be later in the evening, or I would have never posted the live. But then when the call came in, I had to, when they said the call was going to come in, I had to take it. So I don't know why I'm blowing that. I got a dryer right here. It's too warm. Well, I was up freezing to death. I was freezing when I went to bed. But we went to Cracker Barrel last night, y'all, and it was so cold in that place. And they set us right up next to the fire, and it had wood in it. And I told Wesley, I said, you think they'd mind if I went and started that fire? He said, I believe they probably would. Can y'all see me now going and cranking up the fireplace at the Cracker Barrel? I don't believe they'd be amused with me. Oh, man. I'm just doing a little dry brushing on it. Not much, just a little bit. Yeah, it has been warm. But I'm so not looking forward to winter, though. Whew. I am not a cold weather person. I'd rather be hot than cold. I know some people aren't that way, but I am. I can't stand to be cold. Whew. If you just get a little bitty tiny bit of paint on your brush, it makes it just pick up right on the little edges of everything. I'll show you in just a minute. And I'm not splattering paint everywhere because there's so little on the brush. Got that. But I got that one little spot right there that I don't like. So we're going to paint it. But when I put the black on here, I'm going to do... Oh, did I go in that yellow? No. I'm going to just tone it down a little bit. Well, that ain't really working, so let's just paint over it. We'll come back and put another little dry brush on it. Kathy, good morning, my friend. Quality Crafts by Kathy. I know, what the heck, I'm up. I've been on here since like 6:30, girl. Where you been? Thank you for sprinkling. I had to be up, and I was like, you know, I got a ton of things I got to get painted, so I was like, I'm just going to go paint. And why paint alone when you can paint with friends? 73 there, but the humidity's 98%. Woo! Deanne, remind me where you live. It sounds like Texas. It sounds like South Carolina, honestly. Good morning. You have been a busy girl over there, Miss Kathy. I saw you over there cleaning your oven and doing all that. You're doing spring cleaning in the summer, girl. almost through a movie. Good grief. Drinking coffee. We were talking about that a minute ago. Who drinks coffee and who don't. I'm not a coffee drinker myself, so those of y'all that drink it, I ain't. It smells good, but I just can't. Whew. Good morning, Lisa. I think I said good morning to you a minute ago, but good morning again. I'll see you in a little while. Spring cleaning in the summer. Yeah, girl, you need to stop all that mess. You're making me tired over here. You being an overachiever, you making the rest of us look bad. Oh, gosh. I know that's one thing I will tell y'all. I love cooking bacon in the oven, but it makes such a mess. That's the only bad thing about cooking bacon in the oven is it makes a terrible mess. So mine needs to be cleaned again because I got on a kick of doing that. So I've created myself a mess. All right, so let's put. I think we're ready to put it together. I never did find the bow, y'all. I don't know what I did with it. I don't even know where the bag is for the thing. Were y'all watching me? Not there. I wasn't going to use it anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Pennsylvania. Oh my, y'all got that kind of humidity in Pennsylvania? I didn't realize y'all had weather like that there. I guess it can be hot anywhere. I just never have associated humidity like that, I guess. All right, so I'm going to put some of this glue on, and then we're going to put a little bit of super glue. Oh no, we're stuck. All right, let's find something to stick down in there. You put the air on and froze, so you turned it off. Yeah, our air does some crazy thing. I don't like it. I've never liked the unit. You turn it, like if I set it to 74 degrees, it goes to 71 or 72. But if you put it on 75, it's going to be 75. Baking in the microwave's a little cleaner. Yeah, it's cleaner, but I always burn the fire out of it if I put it in the microwave. I don't know what it is. I can't. I even bought a little bacon cooker, one of the little things where you drape it and all that stuff. But I burn that stuff up. It's not worth eating. So, in the oven, it's just so good. But it's so messy. All right. Whew. Muscle power early in the morning. You have to buy bacon. Well, everybody on here, I think, probably got Walmart, right? I'm going to tell y'all a little secret, but don't y'all go buying that all up. I'm going to know if it gets gone, I'm going to know it was y'all. But Walmart brand bacon is amazing, y'all. And you can get like a 24-ounce pack, and it is so good. And it, you know how a lot of bacon will shrink up and there's not hardly anything left. This isn't really that bad at that. So we like it. That's all we buy anymore is the Walmart bacon. And we cooked some one time for some friends when we were camping, and they loved it too. So it's good. All right, so the only thing I am going to clean that up. but no, Walmart bacon, and like I say, it's just the great, I think it isn't a Great Value brand. I'll have to post the pack and let y'all see. Somebody remind me before I go get off live, because I think I got a pack in the, either in the fridge or the freezer. And it'll all dry clear, but if it's like a bunch puddled up, I want to get that up because it'll dry as a little puddle, and I want to put my towel in there, so I want to clean that up. All right, so let's pick it up and make sure we got it. What do you think? All right, let's put the other little piece on it. And if I can find it. There it is. You'll have to try it. Yeah, it's good. That's because I don't know what that comment was for. A firecracker. Yikes. I hit that thing down and knocked some more glue out of it. I'm not going to leave the little towel in it, so it won't matter. You buy what's on sale, yeah. Well, like I say, most of the time the Walmart brand is cheaper than all the rest of them they have. We don't really have, well, I take that back. We do have a grocery store, Ingles. Y'all, I always love Bi-Lo. I don't know if y'all had a Bi-Lo where y'all lived. It might have just been a little southern grocery store. But I love me some Bi-Lo, and they shut down. Oh, I hadn't bought groceries good since Bi-Lo closed down. And just in grieving. Oh, Mom, not really. But no, Bi-Lo, they always, the one that we had here, they had the best little fella in the meat market. He was amazing. And he always did the best job. And, I don't know that don't need to go this way. Let's see. I don't think it matters, but I think I like it the way it looks there better. Because you need to get this one straight so your little towel will fit in. But, he went to work when Bi-Lo shut down. He went to work at another grocery store, and it was right around the pandemic time. And somebody came to work with that, and he caught it and did not make it. That's so sad. He was such a sweet man. Oh, I'm burning things. All right, so there is our little frame. So let's let that dry just a minute, and we're going to put this together. So it goes like that, and you got to put this in and then put that on the back. I'm going to show you how it goes. Chesney, good morning, darling. I am up early, and thank you so much for the sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, so put me some glue. I'm not painting the back of it, y'all. Like I say, if you can see your pieces from the back, paint them. But if you can't, I don't paint them. Not ever, ever, ever. All right. You paint it black. Yeah, you can do that. Painting it black's a great idea. That works. I just like to put my stand at the bottom, and that kind of gives you a guide as to where your piece needs to go. All right, so then I'm going to fill these little holes here with some glue. And instead of putting the glue on the bottom, I'm going to put the glue right on the side. But then don't go and touch it like I was fixing to do. And if you got a little piece of a paper towel, you can wipe all that excess off. That's mainly just super glue. So I'm going to get that off before I stick my finger in it. Because that ain't going to be fun. Wiley, good morning. I am on early. Oh, I'm going to just leave that up here just in case I need it again. All right, so this is the trick when you do these kind of stands. If you go ahead and put that one in, you'll never get this in. So if you put that in, then you put this in, then you will, like that. Ooh, the whole lid's come off. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. I don't want to go back on. And roll it around. And just put it right down in that little hole right there. And then you're secure. Let's let it sit up for just a minute. And then I'll go grab the clay. And get us a styrofoam ball. I might have to run in the kitchen for just a minute. I need tinsel. I don't have any tinsel in here. But we'll make a clay, not angel, ghost. Isn't that cute? You look what? I got one of these little tiles here. These are the little 4-inch tiles that we have. Look how cute that is. And it's interchangeable, so you can pull it out and you can like change them out. See how cute that is? I love it. And like I say, I do have the tiles, but mainly what I do, I have like a little subscription for the tiles where you get like tiles every month. You get, but you get to pick them. I don't just send you ones, but like I say, if you're interested in a little frame, I add you that little group. Like I say, I don't paint in that group. It's just for the little tiles. But I paint a lot of them online, so. But that is our little frame. So let me grab our stuff. Y'all hang out, and I'll run. It'll take me 2 seconds to grab the tinsel and my clay and a styrofoam ball, and I'll be right back. But I'm going to set this somewhere where it can set up and dry. All right, we have secured the temple. Let's grab, oh yeah, I don't see the, oh, I know where it is. I was fixing to say I don't see the clay, but I got it. We got our clay. Let's find this I don't know what size I want, so let's just grab both of them. Oh, I know what I'm going to use. Because I need something to secure the little ball to. Hey, Tammy's been on. Hey, Miss Helen, how are you doing? I'm sorry I had to leave for just a minute. I ran to get some stuff. I hadn't planned on doing this little part of it. I was just going to paint, but I want to make this little angel. And so we'll just do it for Fabulous or Flop Friday. We'll do it at 7 o'clock in the morning. Let me wipe my table up because I'm going to be putting that clay on there and I don't want it to pick up that paint. I bought me another small package of the wipes. I like to do the little wipes, and when they run out, I'll just take some and stuff them down in the from the big pack, but my little one broke, so I had to. I've just been using, I need to bring me a razor in here to get some of this glue up. I love the glass top, but I hate getting glue on it. And y'all know I'm messy. I'm messy. Okay, I think I might do the small one. We're going to see how it goes. If it turns out good, we might make another one. But let's do the small one first. This is just one of the little styrofoam balls from the Dollar Tree. It's the 1.9 inch styrofoam ball. And the cool thing about it is the styrofoam ball, we'll be able to use it again for something else because we're going to cover it up with tinfoil. I wish I had something just a little bit taller than that. I got that, but I'll just use this. Let me see if I got one of those little vase things over here. Hold on. No, that one's got a birdhouse on it. Fooey dooey. Dooey dooey dooey. Alright. Well, we're going to just roll with paint. Oh, wait a minute. This might be taller. No, it's about the same size. Oh, well. We'll see what it does with the paint bottle and if... Because I wish I had, you know, those little glass candle holders from Dollar Tree. I've got some of them. I just don't know where. Alright, so let's pick a paint we don't use often. Well, none of those. Let's use this one. Alright. So we're going to take a piece of tinfoil. Here we go. I'm going to put, I don't think it'll matter, but I'm going to put just a little bit around the bottom. Because I don't think it's going to stick to it. But, oh, our little ghost lost his empty toilet paper stand. Yeah, that would work. I don't have one, though. I think this will work. We'll see. I wish I had. I wish I had my roller. Because I don't know how this will do with my hand. Y'all see me scanning for stuff. It's like, ooh. And this is, I'll be honest with you, I'm not super excited about this clay. It's the Model Light. And it's real, I don't know, it's different. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not. But we are going to see if that will be enough. Well, getting the lid back on the stuff's y'all, does everybody have as much trouble as me, or is it just me? I know, Debbie, you see me, I'm going, Oh, man, I'm trying to think of where my roller's at, because I would love to be able to roll this out. All right, you just want to work the clay a little bit, and all that is just pulling it, just stretching it. That's all you're going to be doing is just stretching it out. But I think I'm going to need just a little more. Here, y'all see me trying to get back in this thing. I'm going to try and flip all these little things up and see if my lid is easier to get back on that way. I think that might be what I was supposed to do to begin with, honestly. All right, that's all we're using. So has everybody got plans for the weekend? What are y'all doing? Just me. Dan, you could have made me feel better. Oh, me. There I am. Turn my volume down. I don't want to hear me talk. See if I've been missing comments. All right. It's starting to get a little tacky feeling, so I think we're good. So I don't have a roller. So, there's got to be something in here I can use to roll this stuff out. Y'all, hold on a minute. Hold, please. I'll be right back. Ta-da! Everything from the kitchen's gonna end up in here in a little bit, y'all. Just leave it big. Now it won't stick. Hey, Miss Stella, how are you doing this morning? Welcome in. Like I say, if we were doing this, like being real fancy and stuff, we would have a roller, and I have one, but at this moment, I'm really not sure where that's at. So, we are making a little ghosty, so he doesn't have to be perfect, because I've never seen one that was perfect. We're just trying to get him stretched out. I know, I'm not mad. I don't get mad. We don't want him to have them draped go long things like that, though. And I'm just trying to do it into like a circle. And I'm measuring with the base of my hand right here, just pushing out. But as this dries, what we'll do, this will have to dry like at least 2 days. And then we'll come back and we'll paint him. But, I mean, the longer you let them dry, the better. But you need to give it at least 24 to 36 hours to dry. Hey, Miss Brandy, how are you doing? Good morning. Welcome in. I thank y'all for popping in and hanging out for a little bit. Even if you can't stay long. Some may be heading to work. And some may be just having that morning cup of coffee. Whichever. I'm glad you're here. Alright, I don't want to get it too thin. Alright, let's see what it'll look like. See, I don't like it. Some of it's longer than, there we go. And I'm just shaping it as I go. Like I say, I just pull it a little bit. What you want to think about is how it's going to sit. Trying to get it about the same all the way around. I'm just stretching it out a little bit. And then I'm just going to give it a nice little format. And what you can do is, I've got a little cup of water here. It don't have paint in it, y'all. And you can just take that water. You don't want to put a lot of water on it, because if you do, it's just going to take it a whole lot longer to dry. But just so we don't have a bumpy head. We don't want a ghost with a knot head. Bless it. And like right there where my fingernail touched it, you can just take a little bit of water and you can just smooth over it. And it'll just fill it in. Any place you want to smooth up, just... Hey, Miss Debbie. How are you doing? Welcome in. Kind of, this one back here don't want to act right. Let's put an extra little crease in it. So what do y'all think? Ooh, look like a little ghost. Trying to see which side I think I want his face. Just form it with your fingers a little bit. Like I say, I just saw one of the... Oh, did we lose it? Oh, no, we lost her head again. Can't be doing that. Okay. We're fixing to leave him alone. Let's get her little head. I wish this one hadn't stretched out quite as far. Let's try and bump it up. It takes too long. But you know what? They're so cute. Wait till you see it finished. Once we paint it. If mine turns out as good as the one online, then it'll be precious. But I do have to do something to keep them from touching. Because right there, they're wanting to touch. Let's try forming it up here. Just make a piece of fabric, make a ghost. We have done that before. We made some out of the cheesecloth. They turned out good. The only thing I don't like about those cheesecloth ghosts is they don't last. You can't store them and use them again. And that's a lot of work with all that starch and all that stuff. Okay, I'm going to do one thing. That's better. It's holding its shape a lot better. And this is going to be the back. We're just going to let it flow. Has anybody else ever done these before? All right, so now we're going to take a little skewer. Find one that don't have brown paint on it where I was making things. And we're going to make us a little face. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to go. Use a sheet. Oh my word. Well, for all of y'all, this is a reminder for all of y'all that like to make the little stuff with tomato cages. Now's the time to get your tomato cages before they're gone. But I'll be honest with y'all, I was going to get some last year, and they were so darn expensive. Boy, this little eye. See, this clay, the Crayola clay, is not tacky like this one. This one's stringy. This Model Light, I don't like it. I think what I might do is I'm going to make the little holes and let it sit for a little bit until it firms up just a smidge, and then I'll come in and make the eyes a little larger and clean them out. At least draw our little place out. He got a big mouth. Working with clay is fun. It's just time consuming. Cut out eyes and put on them. I don't know. See, what I'm going to do is put a little light underneath him. That's the goal anyway. You look like you got a swelled up eye right there. We're going to mash that back down. Look like somebody popped him. I make them with clay, yeah. I could. Hey, Charlotte. Good morning. How are you doing today, girl? Let's smooth that all out. And then we're going to let him just dry for a little bit. Almost looks like a duck. With that little piece right there. You can just rub it with your fingers. The heat from your hand helps to smooth that clay out too. All right, I think we're going to be done with the skewer for now. Let's just smooth that around this little mouth, and we'll come back in a little while and pull it around again. Hello, Ghost. What do y'all think? And once he sits down on the table, I hope he's going to be cute. But we got to leave him on this for a little bit. Alright, so we're going to let that dry. Oh man, I got something on his head. Oh no, wait a minute. I stretched his head too far. He's got a little bald spot back here, y'all. Only Karen can have a ghost with a bald spot, right? Bless, bless, bless. Let's see. Let's pick up some of these little scraps and see if we can patch him up. We've pulled him extremely too tight. So y'all make sure to say hey when you come on. Let me know you're here so I can say good morning. Alright, that is our little ghost. Like I said, I'll work on his little eyes a little more. But I'm going to let him dry just a little bit. And when that it's not so tacky. This clay is stringy, like. It's not fun to work with. So, like I say, with a different clay, the Crayola clay is a lot of fun. And I know there's some other brands. I haven't ever used them, but the Crayola is good. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to leave him alone because I'm going to just keep messing with him. So we're going to set him aside over here. And we're going to just let him set up. Deanne, am I driving you crazy with the little ghost? Alright, we'll save our parchment paper in case I need to do something else with him. We'll put it right there. Well, are y'all ready to go, or y'all want to hang out for a little longer? Because I still got painting to do. A great way for waking up is Karen on Facebook. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I'm this is my morning pick-me-up. Not Folgers in my cup. And I normally don't bring anything to eat or drink on live with me. I just never have. But this is, I've been on since 6:30 this morning, so. Alright. I'm going to work on this. I don't know if I'll finish this one, but I'm going to go ahead and work on it a little bit. Okay, hold on a minute. Our little ghost is going to have to go to a different place. Hold on one second. Okay. The ghost is now sitting. It's not going to be a fall over. I don't know what it'll look like, but I think it turned out cute. We shall see. Alright, like I said, I like to paint most of these little things that I do like this black just because most everything that I put with it, black is going to work. If you don't like black, you don't, if you bought it and you didn't like black, you can make it any color you want. Stained would be really pretty. I've stained stuff in the past. And white, I don't do a lot of white. I just normally don't decorate with a lot of white stuff. So most of what I do is stained or black when I do things like this. But this is just going to be a little barn door. And it's got some little cute things that goes with it. So I just need to get it all painted up. And I got a little time this morning since I got up early. Early bird. But I got a lot to get done. Been trying to get some stuff put on my page that I hadn't done. Hey, Miss Karen. Y'all, I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. Going live's always more fun with friends. I didn't even know who would be up this early on live anyway. I know a lot of people are up getting ready for work, and I know when I worked in the office, I used to watch lives in the morning. To me, I didn't watch, like I say, I haven't watched TV in a long time, so I would just flick over until I found somebody live, and then I would roll with it. They can be red, Deanne. This one I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it red. You could, but for everything that I'm going to do with it, it'll be better to be kind of a more neutral kind of color, I think. So, but, I mean, you could paint it any color. It would look good. All right. Oops, I missed a spot. There we go. We got it. Oh, I need my handle. I'm just about out of black. I think I got another bottle over there. I've been trying to use up all my paints too. I got a ton of paint. So, whenever we had the pandemic and paint got so hard to find, I mean, that's my business. So, I bought up a good bit and I'm still using off of that a lot of colors. White is one that I don't, and I don't think I've bought any black. I think I was still using off of that, so I wished I had gone and bought every bottle of red that Hobby Lobby had of their brand before they sold out, because that is my all-time favorite red. I like the Apple Barrel, Red Apple. I think yeah, Red Apple. It's good, but that True Red that Hobby Lobby had was just the best. Did y'all ever use, and see, somebody told me online that the colors are the same. Uh-oh, we spilled over. Are the same, but they're not, because I went looking for the True Red in their new colors, and they don't have it. And I looked at all the reds, and none of them were the same. It's the perfect Christmas red for like Santa Claus hats and stuff like that. It's always the best. All right, so this is going to have like a little insert, interchangeable insert that goes in it. And then I'll show y'all some of the other pieces that are going to go with it. And this is going to have that little piece that goes on it like this. But I like to paint this just in case you don't line it up exactly straight. That doesn't show through and you're not trying to patch it up then. All right. Well, Mr. White, he's not working all day today. He'll be off in a little while, so. But I got to run into town and do a few things in a little, so. All right. Is Jerry still on here? Jerry, if you still on here, let me know. Because I told you last night, I think it was you that I told I had a story. But I want to wait till you're on. Some reds look lighter than they do. They do. You probably have 100, if not more, bottles of paint. I know, me too, girl. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you doing, girl? Welcome in. We're doing early morning today. I'm not going to be able to go live this afternoon or this evening, so I said, well, I'm up and I got all these things I need to paint. I'm going to just come hang out and see who's live. So, good morning. I am on early. I've been on since 6:30, girl. Can you believe it? I told them it's the earliest I have ever gone live. I've never gone live that early before. So, but hey, you never know. You don't know who's online. What does Mr. Wesley do? Mr. Wesley, he actually, he's a technician. He builds pumps. He did have another job there, but he moved to a different job, so he likes it a lot. It's a whole lot less stuff to think about. So it works. All right. But no, he had wanted to do that for years, and when the job came open, he was like, you know, I think I'm going to do it. I'm like, do it. Do it. But he isn't for big machinery, like your big bulldozers and stuff like that. How is Zoe? Zoe is good. I got Zoe's haircut. Her eye still looks better. I do think that the little place it's not back like it was, but it hasn't gone away yet. So I'm still watching it, and the appointment that they made her to have it removed is not right away. It's another week or so. So, because they want it to go down. They don't want to have to do that either, because they have to put her under anesthesia, and y'all, she's 14 years old, so that's not something that's really something that you want to do for a dog that old. So we're trying to see. It's not rubbing her eye. It's like to the outside of her eyelid, so it's not like it's rubbing her eye at all, which I am putting drops in her eyes just to keep them lubricated and not irritated, but it's not touching her eye at all. So, and she don't act like she's in pain. You can mess around with her face, and before, when it was big, you could not, but like I say, it popped and all that stuff came out, and now it just seems to be like happy-go-lucky. So we'll see. Y'all just keep saying those prayers, if you don't mind, that it does go ahead and dissolve itself, so we don't have to go the surgery route. All right, we're going to do this, and then we'll put it all together, and then we'll do the little piece that goes in the center of it. And then I'll probably get off here and start getting going. I hadn't eaten yet. I know I've been trying to bump up my protein. And so I don't like shakes though, y'all. Those shakes are horrible. But I had found one that wasn't so bad, which I don't think eating your protein is the best way to do it. But when you're trying to get in more than what you're eating, I think that they're okay. But I don't say, nobody needs to replace a meal with those, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But anyway, so I had bought some, and the Premier ones I don't like. I think they're not good to me. But then I found the Fairlife, but all they had was chocolate. And it was good, but on the back end, it had like this artificially flavor, I thought. But I saw online where they had the vanilla, and I was telling Blake about it, and he's like, well, I've had the vanilla before, and it is the best. And I said, really? He said, do you like Chick-fil-A ice cream? I said, well, duh. Who don't like Chick-fil-A ice cream? And he said, well, if you like Chick-fil-A ice cream, you will love it because that's what it tastes like. So what I do is I'll sit it in the freezer for about 30 minutes and then pull it out, y'all. Golly. I could just drink shakes all day long. It tastes like you just eating Chick-fil-A ice cream all day long. So I liked them. And so I got some, and that's what I've been doing, is like a snack. Anybody else have one that y'all like? All right, I'm going to paint this white right quick. Boiled eggs are easier. I can't eat eggs. I'm allergic to eggs. I cannot eat them. They are perfect protein, but Mr. White eats a lot of eggs, but I can't have them. All right, I think I'm going to hold on to this one. Put that there, and let's work a little paint off of this. You had breakfast, 2 dinner rolls, you heat it up. Uh-oh, let's see. Your Bella had surgery. She's 13. Hers was bleeding so bad that in the middle of the night she scratched it. Oh, no. Well, see, Zoe's has done that 3 times, but it's little, so it just is like around this area on her face. But you're right, it is. The first time it did, it would scare me to death. And but like I say, the vet doesn't want to do it, but you you got to if you have to. What was the name of the shake? It's Fairlife. Fairlife shakes. And it's the vanilla one. They got them at Sam's Club. If you got a Sam's Club. They don't have them at Walmart. I don't know why. But they don't have them at your Wally World. Well, Miss Melanie Block, good morning. Welcome to Karen's world. Dinner rolls heated up. That don't sound like a bad breakfast, I'll be honest. I like a dinner roll. But y'all know what I'm not crazy about, and I know I'm just going to be weird. Biscuits. I've never been crazy about biscuits. Now, Wesley, he loves some biscuits, and Blake loves biscuits. I have just never cared for biscuits. They're okay. I mean, I'll eat them if that's what you got, but they're just not something that I'm just like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to eat a biscuit. No. When Blake was little and we would go out, or like if he had a doctor's appointment or something like that, and we go out, we would stop at Burger King and get breakfast because I like their croissants. Now, that's good. A bacon and cheese croissant. They were the best. I hadn't had one of those things in years, y'all. And, but they were good. And then Burger King's got excellent French toast. The French toast sticks are so good. Biscuits are so good. I know I told y'all it was going to be the most unpopular comment that I've ever made, probably, because I know y'all are going to love some biscuits. Earlier, I know, I've been on since 6:30, Melanie. Can you believe that? What have you been doing? Sleeping. What I wished I'd been doing. You put mashed potatoes on a biscuit. Chesney, you're not pregnant, are you, girl? She said, shut your mouth. She said, I'm not talking to you anymore. We can't be friends. Oh, gosh. Golly. I know when I was pregnant, y'all know what I craved when I was pregnant? Oranges. Golly, I loved oranges. I would eat a whole bag of oranges. You know, that ain't a great idea to do. So, you're lip reading, taking a shower. The husband's still asleep. Tell him to wake himself up. You want me to holler and wake him up? Get up! He'll be mad. He won't let you watch me anymore. All right, let's do these little pieces. Burger King's your favorite breakfast, Charlotte. I like some Burger King breakfast. I hadn't had it in a long time, but it used to be my thing. And Blake liked it. I don't like McDonald's breakfast. The only thing McDonald's has got that I like is hash browns. And honestly, those hash browns, y'all, you can buy a whole pack of those things at Walmart and make them. The last time I ate one at McDonald's, and I think it was $2 for one of them little, I'm like, no, I'm done. Can't do that. I can't. But no. Stretch it up a little bit. Then we might put a little more white on it. Because I want it to look old. You craved ice water. Oh, wow. That's crazy. A friend of mine, y'all, she craved coffee, like not drinking coffee. She would eat the grounds like out of the can. I'm like, oh my Lord, girl. I said, this little baby don't need all that. You put waffles in the toaster. I like some waffles too. When I make waffles, I will always make extra waffles and freeze some. They're good. I need new sandpaper is what I need. They closed your McDonald's building a new one. You love their sausage McMuffins. Hurry up and build that thing. I know, right? They, well, y'all know what? We got, in one of the little towns right around from us, we got a Whataburger. Do y'all have Whataburger where y'all live? Whataburger wasn't a real big hit around here, I don't think, because they're already shutting down. That was fast. I mean, the thing hadn't been open long at all. I mean, it just opened not too long ago. They opened one, in Greenwood, and they opened one in Simpsonville, and the one in Simpsonville's not doing any more business than the other one, so I don't look for it to stay open either. Only time you ever drank root beer. No way, you craved root beer. Oh wow, isn't that crazy? You craved Frosties and French fries. Now why couldn't I have made up having some kind of cravings like that so I could have got all these things? Oh my gosh. By the time I had Blake, I was a pudge anyway. I weighed 100 pounds when I got pregnant, y'all. I gained 67 pounds, but I had toxemia, so a lot of that was that fluid, but whew, I tell you what, I felt like I was about to pop. But now that fluid, it'll get you. Wawa new hair. We do. You never been, Judy. I think a lot of people. Now, I'll tell you, the one in Simpsonville and the little town right around from us, they, the one, when they opened that one, they did free food the first day. Like, from a certain time, like it was like maybe a 5 or 6 hour span, they did free food. And we didn't know it, you know, we were just going up there to go to the Home Depot. And man, I'm going to tell you what, we couldn't even hardly get into Home Depot. It took us forever because there were police out there directing the traffic, y'all. It went from that to having nobody there. I'm like, that's sad. But when they were giving away the free food, they had tons of people there. I should have done this before I did my white, because now I'm going to just go back over it again. All right, let's... Did I throw it? No, there it is. You craved spring peas. No, tell me no, not peas. Jimmy Dean has a good maple sausage and cheese biscuit. Not to be found in winter. Never ate before or after. Wow. New wore off quick. Yeah, the new wore off real quick because and maybe they gave away food and people were like, yeah, no, I don't know. But I do feel bad for the people that work there, though. That's so sad that they're losing their job because of good many restaurants in the little town that the ones shutting down in have closed. So to me, it's just sad that those folks are losing their jobs because it's going to be difficult to find a new one with all the other restaurants that have shut down. It's hard. It just came there. Dan, I don't know how I hope it does better there than it did here. It just didn't take off here. And from what I understand from looking at stuff like the posts and all that they had on that where it was closing, people weren't surprised, and you know, we're like, yeah, they saw it coming. Like I say, I don't know. I didn't ever eat there. You just had a small open in your area. Smalls. Okay. What is Smalls? Is it like a burger joint too? We don't have Smalls here. Where are you located at, Karen? See, I need for this thing to be still. All right. My muscles is going to be big today. You're getting a Culver's. I have never eaten at Culver's, but I tell you what, the one we got right around from us, in town, it stays packed, so it must be good. Somebody told me, a friend told me that if I ever went to Culver's, upgrade to the ice cream. So I'm going to just tell y'all that I've never eaten there, so don't take my word for it that it's good, because I don't know. But my friend, I don't think she would tell me that if she didn't know it was good. So, but she said upgrade to the ice cream if you go to Culver's. Hey, Miss Mary Ellen. All right, before that dries up, I'm going to put this top piece on. I gotta hurry, I got the super glue on it. That way we can get it spaced out right. Alright, what I am going to do is put a clamp. We're going to clamp it. The kids' meal gets free ice cream with their meals. Ooh. Well, I want a kids' meal. Some places you go now won't let you get a kids' meal. Like an adult meal. And then some places, they don't care. You know, I told y'all we ate at a Mexican restaurant last week. And they will let you eat off anything. They'll let you even eat off the lunch meal. They just add like $1 to the price. Which, I mean, is still super reasonable. But that Mexican restaurant, Wesley got the lunch fajitas. And y'all, it was more than what we've ever got any place in a fajita, even for a dinner portion. So, it was a lot of food. He and I could have shared that. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said something long. I believe it's like a small slider burger. You're in Ohio. Okay. We had one that was called Crystal Burgers. The other towns had them, and they had a lot of... Ooh. Ooh. No, that ain't good. That's awful. All right. Clean this up. And then we're going to paint our pumpkin. And we're about to be... Oh, I got to paint the handle. What color will you think with the doorknob? Should we do it like... It don't need to be... I don't want to do it black, but I don't think it needs to be like gold or anything like that either. What if we like paint it gold and then rust it up? What do y'all think about that? Make it rusty. Alright, so we're going to set that right there and let it dry up. Let's lay this down. Fredna, good morning, girl. I am up early. I had to get up early this morning for something, and well, I didn't have to get up near as early as I did, and I thought, well, I'm up. I got all this painting I got to do. So I have painted an arched frame. We made a ghost out of clay, and now I'm doing this little barn door. I've been busy, but I got to get these things painted. So I figured, why not paint with friends? The building one anyway. Rusty gold. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll rust it up. And you don't have to put the super glue, y'all. I just do it so it'll stick pretty quick. I'm working on not being able to get the lid back on that, though. really straight. Sometimes when you put those little clamps on it, they'll slide. And we don't need that. Okay, so now we're going to paint our little pumpkin. Oh, I forgot to put that on the door. I'm going to let it dry a little bit more, and then we'll do that. All right. Well, if y'all have just come on, I'm so glad that y'all are here. And like I said, we just hanging out this morning. I'm not in any kind of event or anything like that. We're just enjoying. And I got that gold. I'm going to paint it that first. I like to paint like a king's gold or some color like that up under my gold metallic because I think it just makes it show up better. It gives it a base to sit on top of. Gold and rusty. If ever in Portsmouth, New Boston, Ohio area, go to Hicks Hamburgers. Best sliders ever. Huh. So if anybody is in the Ohio area near New Boston, Hicks Hamburgers. Make sure to go give them a try. Miss Karen says they are good. See, that's the great thing. I love it when people tell about restaurants, especially like little mom and pop restaurants. I think a lot of those are becoming a thing of the past. Do y'all see that in your town? I don't know. I just see that it doesn't look like they're doing real great. So, oh, I think I have to go. Yes, wrong side. Oops. It'll be glued down. Nobody will know. But it just seems like a lot of those places are just like not able to make it through a lot of stuff that's happening in the economy and things like that. So I'll tell you what hurt places around here, and I know everybody doesn't drink, and but the people that do, that go into restaurants make an enormous amount of money off of that. And they changed the insurance around here. And the insurance went sky high for these places. And they just can't afford to stay in business. So there's restaurants and little small bars that have been open for years and years. And they've had to close their doors. Like the Blind Horse Saloon, that place had been open forever. I mean, a lot of your like famous people had played there, started out. Some of them even started out there. Eric Church, Luke Combs, a lot of them had played there. And it shut down. They were like, and he said, you know, I could afford it, but I'm not paying that. He said, that's just ridiculous to pay that kind of money just to be in business, because after you pay that money, what you're charging isn't really that much, so you just have to go up and pay more. And so I charge more for what you're doing, and it's already so expensive. So he just opted to close, and a lot of places have had to close just because they didn't have the following to be able to stay open. So it's just sad. You have a lot of them in Pennsylvania. Little diners, yeah. We don't have very many of those. That's what I was telling Wesley the other day. I said, you know, I just wish there was a place where you could get some really good vegetables. Like a vegetable place. I know Cracker Barrel has them and stuff like that, but I'm talking about like home cooking type stuff. And when we go to the beach, there's a place there that is so good, y'all. And I'm not a big buffet person, but it is a buffet. But it's so cheap, and they have the best food. It is so good. And so, we always go there at least once. It's a drive. It's actually in, Murrells Inlet. Liability is a big reason you're not a bartender anymore. Yeah, Dawn, that's exactly right. They put a lot on them. I know here, if you sell to underage, I mean, you really have to be careful because you lose your driver's license on top of all the other bad stuff. So it's a big deal. I know I was at Walmart one day and I was going to buy a bottle of wine. And the little man says, I need to see your ID. I said, honey, I love you. I said, you can tell I'm only 35, can't you? He went, yes, ma'am. Oh, gosh, that poor kid. He probably went home and told his mama, let me tell you, this woman's crazy. She thinks she's 35. Oh, my gosh. They price themselves out. Some of them, they price themselves out of business. But here at that liability, it got them. And the new rules that they made and stuff, it's just like Dawn said, it's one of the reasons a lot of people aren't doing that job anymore. So if you can't find anybody to do the job and it's costing you more to be there, then at some point you got to start thinking, what am I doing? You love you some Luke Combs. Yep. Well, see, I love me some Eric Church. I will tell y'all, when we went and saw Eric Church live, we actually have seen him twice live, and he has the best concerts. And but I don't know, I just think he's sexy, y'all. I'm gonna just say, I'm sorry, Mr. White, you're not on here, are you? But I told them at work that, they knew I was going to the concert. It was when I still worked in the office, and I said, now, if I don't show up tomorrow, don't y'all worry about me. And they're like, why? I said, well, if Eric Church comes up missing, I don't have him. And they were like, you can kidnap him. I said, no, probably not. But after the concert that night, I mean, it went to almost midnight, that concert, the first time we saw him. And I told Wesley, I said, let's go to the Blind Horse, because I knew that's where he was going. And we're not drinkers. I mean, a glass of wine here and there, but we're not drinkers. But I would go there just to hear him sing again, because he would get up on stage and sing. And he had done that before when he had been in town. He had gone to the Blind Horse afterwards. And so I told Wesley, I said, let's go. He's like, he is not. He said, Karen, the man's played until midnight. He's going back to wherever and going to sleep. I said, I believe he's going to the Blind Horse. No, he's not. Wake up the next morning. What do they have on Facebook? Eric Church at the Blind Horse Saloon. I said, I told you. I said, next time we go, I am driving myself so I can go by myself. He said, no, you're not. Yes, Charlotte. I don't know. But wait a minute. Now let me back up. I'm going to pedal backwards for a minute. He's sexy with his sunglasses on. Have you ever seen him without his sunglasses? Not so much. The sunglasses, yeah. Yeah. But, no. And he does a lot of good, too. Just like when they had all of the stuff happen in North Carolina, he did a lot of benefit type stuff. And because I think he's from North Carolina, actually. So he did a lot up there. He and Luke Combs both did. But Luke Combs, he played around here for a long time before he ever was popular. I think he played at some place over in Anderson a lot too. Hey, Miss Mary. Good morning, Brittany. How you doing? Welcome in to my early morning live. We've been going since 6:30, y'all. We on a marathon. We fixing to be done. Y'all are probably like, golly, we got to go. That's why men need to listen to their wives. I know, wear them sunglasses, man. Don't take them off. You're much easier to look at with them sunglasses on. Oh, my. No, he's not a bad looking man, but he's sexy with the glasses on. Maybe not so sexy without them. Oh, me. Wesley knows what I said, though, y'all, about kidnapping the man. He's like, what are you going to do with him when you get him? I said, I don't know. I said, maybe just have him sing to me. Charlotte, you agree with sunglasses? Yeah, I think. He needs to just keep his sunglasses on. He'll probably see this and be like, who do you think? Oh, gosh. Don't I wish Eric Church was watching my videos. Bless. Don't I wish. But I do like me some Eric. All right. Our little pumpkin's going to have a brown stem instead of green. But y'all, I have sad news. You know, I told y'all that I had a pumpkin growing outside. That pumpkin is like this big around. It's massive. It's huge. For what I've ever grown, it's big. And when I got home from the beach, it was ripe. It had to be picked. I mean, you can't just leave it out there. And so I did. And so you got to, and I've done that before, but if you keep them cool and out of the sun, most of the time you can baby them over through well, this one I did. And I brought it in, did just what I did with the other one. It's in the bathtub that I never use. And so I put it in the bathtub. And with the two, and I got the big one, and I got two about that big around. Off of a plant that came up in my mulch pile, y'all. We just let it grow. But, I noticed I gotta take it outside because the stem's starting to get kind of icky. So, it ain't gonna make it. I was sad. But, hey, I'll show y'all. I'll post pictures of it and y'all can see it. The touch of sunglasses. Oh, yeah. Eric Church and them sunglasses. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, no. Oh, well, we got a little pumpkin. I'm going to drop my thing back down in there. She rusty and smells good now. Y'all, get you a little cinnamon to keep in your craft room. This is like $1 at Walmart. I'm going to wipe that back off where I'm going to glue it down because it won't want to stick if I don't. But I hate I got it on my pumpkin. I think I'm going to paint over it a little bit because it looks kind of ooey. Tim McGraw, keep on the hat. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, he got to keep on the hat. I saw him without the hat, and I'm like, man, I never expected that. I didn't expect him not to have, you know, he's a handsome man, too, but not without the hat. No, he's got to keep his hat on. Isn't that funny? But I'm going to tell y'all what, the best part of that Eric Church concert that we saw, when he first came out, the spotlight came onto the stage. And it was, the whole place, they blacked it out. The whole place was dark. And then a spotlight came onto the center of the stage. And then you could hear the music to Hallelujah start playing. And then all of a sudden, he starts singing that. Y'all, it would just give you goosebumps. It was amazing. I wish, and I didn't tape it, and I wished I had a million times, and I've gone looking online, and I have not been able to find that, but it was the best. I got something on that. Just hearing him sing that, it was so good. But he, he puts on an amazing concert. And that lady that sings with him, she could sing the phone book and sound good. I mean, she's awesome. I don't know who she is, but she's good. I'm trying to think of that song that he sings. Mixed Feelings or something. It starts out with like a little piano. Turn on the neon lights. That's my favorite Eric Church song ever. And he said, I saw an interview he did one time, and he said that he actually did not want to put that song out, that he at first did not like it, and you know, a lot of people had kind of tried to get him to do it, and then he finally did. And he said, you know, I actually love it now. He said, it's just, sometimes you got to just wait for things to kind of come together and happen. And once you do them, then it's like, oh yeah, I really did like that. So, but that's one of my favorites. It's not off his last album. It's off the one before it, I think. Some of the stuff he's put out lately, I'm not as crazy about as some of the older stuff. But isn't that with a lot of people that are putting out new music? I don't know. Some of it's just different. That Touch of Sunglasses is the best. Oh yeah, he got to wear those sunglasses. He's not Eric Church without sunglasses. Not at all. All right, let's stick this on. And this is another one. You got to make sure you get that on real good, because if you don't, then you're going to not be able to get your little piece in. And I think we have done a superb job. So we're going to let that dry while we glue this little baby together. Oh, I got to put my handle on. Well, we'll finish this up, and then I think I'm going to go. I got to get on the road here in a few minutes, so I got to get dressed. But I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me. Y'all know I appreciate you so much. And I did the handle, but didn't even put the darn thing on. Oh yeah, I like the look of the cinnamon. I'll hold it up and show it to you in just a minute. Trying to please the new crowd. Yeah, probably so. Well, he don't need to please anybody but me. His wife's probably saying, no ma'am. Oh gosh. Now those people at work, they would laugh at me. I'll tell them, I'll say, oh no, if he goes missing it, I do not have him. He is not in the basement. Y'all don't even have a basement. Oh gosh. Hey, you gotta have fun. All right. Miss Chesney, I hope you have a great day too, madam. I hope you do. I hope everybody has a good weekend. I don't think I'll probably be live this weekend. I might be, but I don't know. We'll see. Oops, get back over there. He slid. I want that darker. There we go. Why not? Well, I mean, you know, sometimes you just need the break. I got a lot coming up next week, so Mr. and I are just going to take it easy this weekend. I'm not working at all this weekend. So that's the reason I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done now. All right, there is our little barn door. And it is going to go into this. And y'all see, it's got 3 rows, but there's other stuff that's going to go in it too. So, well, let me turn it where I can see it. Ta-da! Our little barn door. So, we still got to paint all that. All of that. So, if I have time, I might come back on in a little while and paint. But if not, then we'll paint that early next week. Because like I say, I'm not... Monday, I'm planned live. But that's it. So, it's just going to be a lot going next week. So... But y'all just keep us in your prayers. We appreciate it. And I hope y'all all have a spectacular weekend. I love y'all bunches. And y'all have a good day. I got to go because I got to get running. Love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We'll do it again. Bye.